Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Beauty and Violence podcast. Your boys are back here to give you some predictions for tonight's festivities. How you doing, gentlemen?
Good, good.
You ready for
We
tonight?
out
You
here,
ready for
man.
tonight? Ready for tonight? Hey, I can't wait.
Hey. Yo,
How you guys
John's
want to
about-
do this? You want to start from the main, or you want to start from the? Let's start from the main.
Let's
Let's start
from
with
main.
the flies, the flyweights. Who wants to give their first off? Does anybody have a controversial opinion on this? So we know Chris probably has a controversial.
Probably.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got
is
a couple
anybody-
mean things.
Is anybody not choosing the champion tonight?
No, I got him.
Jem look a little.
well, honestly, I think that he's going to win, but I have some money on Brandon to pull the upset. So, yeah, it's possible.
But you think Figueiredo's gonna win?
Yeah.
Okay, so I for me it's like 60-40. So it's 60-40 and what's his name? Figueiredo's advantage. I just think
I kind of agree. I would say 65, 70, 30 maybe. But
65-70, okay.
because Moreno, I mean, they're kind of similar in their approach, besides Figueiredo's hands just being way more ferocious. But this is an interesting one, man. For odds makers, I don't feel like this is an easy one. This is pretty. I don't know.
I just think that Brandon Moreno is in both, like, okay, so scrambling and in general, he's just great. So he's great at scrambling on the ground, but he's also great at scrambling on the feet. Like he just mixes things up and just makes everything it's just what do you call it? It's just chaos. Like when he gets on there, he's just extremely chaotic. So
Absolutely.
between him being chaotic and him being a dog, it just creates problems. Like it's in their flyweights, they already move at like 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me think that it's like a 60-40 kind of thing.
Like I personally think Figueiredo's going to win. I think, but I also think it can easily. My thing is the whole 3 weeks. Both of them fought 3 weeks ago. The whole thing is that like Figueiredo had a much easier fight than Moreno. Moreno had to work a lot harder in that fight, so it's tough. It's really tough. I don't know. I feel like it can go either way. It's hard.
I was watching the weigh-ins, and I have to say, Figueiredo, he looked a little more drained. That weight cut he looked jacked, but he looked a lot more drained than Moreno. So I think that could be a factor in the fight, especially with the 3-week turnaround.
That might just be because Moreno is like a big kid. He jumps around like crazy. It's just he just looks like that, you know? But I can kind of see that. But also, besides being drained, Figueiredo was looking at him like he was ready to eat him.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
God of War.
Well,
He
he did
looked at
miss
him like
weight.
he was a tres leche cake.
He did miss weight once, so we know he likes to eat.
All right,
Alright,
so
what
we
do you
pretty
guys
much all
have?
choosing the champ.
Yeah. So, how do you think that he gets it done? Submission, knockout.
I think this is gonna be a submission victory either way. Honestly.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. Well, because I see Moreno being elusive enough to not get caught flush. You know, that's what I'm saying. That he's constantly moving. He's just, I don't know. I think submission. I think it's gonna be submission by Figueiredo.
And I'll tell you this, I think the entire night is gonna be filled with submissions. This is a submission type of night dream card, right? It's just crazy. All right, so we all got the champ. I got the champ by submission. Champ by submission. Jem.
Same here. Submission.
Champ by submission. Chris.
You know what? I honestly think Figueiredo is going to knock him the fuck out and send him to the same shadow realm that Benavidez went to.
All right, copy that. All right, so Ferguson Oliveira. I kind of want to leave that for last, man. Because in my opinion, that's the people's main event. Obviously, Figueiredo Moreno is a great fight, but Ferguson Oliveira is the people's main event because that is a main event fight. You know, if Figueiredo and Moreno was not a title thing, they'd easily be the main event. So.
Easily.
It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna be last on that one. I want to hear. Let's hear. Steve, you go first. Let's see what you got. Ferguson Oliveira.
Like I said before, I think it's gonna be a dog fight like the first 2 rounds. Like the first 2 rounds, you're just gonna see nothing but chaos. And like this is definitely probably a fight of the year candidate. But I think in the third round, it's a 3-round fight, right? So I think in the third round, Kevin Ferguson's pressure is just gonna be too much.
Tony.
Ferguson, yeah.
You said Kevin
It's
Ferguson.
Kevin.
Oh man, that's terrible. And I love Tony too. But I think El Kukui, how about that? I think his pressure is just going to be too much by the time the third round comes, because I feel like Oliveira is like the perfect fighter, but I feel like his past shows that at some point he'll wilt under that kind of pressure, like when he fought with like Felder and I think it was Pettis back in the day. Yeah, he's evolved, but you're talking about like Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? Like Ferguson is just he's a different level with different kind of beast.
So you think
Ferguson's
he's
the type
gonna
of dude.
finish him in the third?
I think Ferguson's gonna finish Oliveira with I think it's gonna be a standing TKO kind of situation, like where they just kind of stop the fight standing.
Like push him off of him, like he's going crazy on him.
Yeah, kind of like.
And you think it's in the third round, or could be anywhere from the third to fifth? You have
I think it's in the third. I think it's in the third round because Ferguson is a volume striker. He's not. He doesn't generally finish his opponents in the first round, or even the second round like that.
All right, Jim, what you got?
Honestly, it's kind of hard to bet against Ferguson, and he seems really focused, like more than when he fought Gaethje. So he seems like he's ready to just like put on the performance and show that, listen, I haven't gone anywhere. You know, I'm still El Kukui. You know, I'm still one of the best. So it's hard to go against him. But something is telling me that Oliveira is going to have the perfect game plan and is going to have the best performance of his career. So something tells me that he might steal this fight and take out Ferguson in like round 4 or round 5.
Wait, is it a 3-round fight or a 5-round fight?
So what's your? It's a 3-round fight.
Oh, really?
I just remember
fight?
that. Yeah, it's a co-main. Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember that.
Damn. That being said, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to predict. Okay, being a 3-round fight, I want to say Ferguson wins third round, TKO.
You see, just how hard it was for you to answer. That's why we're so pumped for this fight, because it's just crazy. Chris, what you got?
All right. You know what? Very unpopular opinion here. I like Tony Ferguson. I think he's old. I think he's taken too much damage. And I think Oliveira is going to be a nightmare for him. I think Oliveira is going to submit him in the third round because Oliveira has gotten so many submissions, so many performance bonuses. I think Dana White said he's gotten $800,000 in bonuses alone. He's looked
the most
great
in the history of UFC.
Yeah, the most in the history. Honestly, I really want Tony to win and be champ one day, but I just see Oliveira Tony's going to do some kind of creepy roll directly into a submission and get caught. That's my prediction.
So this is going to sound crazy. I'm in almost agreement with Chris. Except God. I think Oliveira is going to submit him in the first or second round.
Wow. Interesting.
And you know, if you know me, you know I'm a El Kukui guy to the day I die. That's my guy. But Oliveira, especially if it's the same Oliveira we've been seeing, it hasn't been that long since he fought, so it's not like he has a layoff. I mean, his striking, where it has gone, and if it's still evolved, and then if you can't take his strike and you try to take him down, it's almost automatic. I think he's gonna pull off the crazy slick. Tony's gonna be like, fuck, and then it's gonna be over. I think it's gonna be a first or second on Oliveira win.
Okay, I could be wrong. But it sounds like you guys are sleeping on Tony Ferguson's jiu-jitsu.
Not at all. You know I'm not. I am praising Oliveira's. There's a difference. Okay. Oliveira is a master of jiu-jitsu.
I'm saying there's a chance that their jiu-jitsu is at the same level. There's a chance. You don't think so?
If you mix it in to an entire MMA fight, if we're speaking just jiu-jitsu, they're not on the same level. Nah, Oliveira is world champion.
No, in an
grade
MMA
jiu-jitsu.
fight.
An
In an
MMA fight,
fight.
it's because Tony is so active and so unorthodox.
Yeah.
You can make the claim, yeah. I just think Oliveira is just that good on the ground. It don't matter how good the other guy is. I don't even think he cares how good the other guy is. I don't even think he looks up how good the other guy is. He doesn't care. He's just that good on the ground. And I don't know. I think Oliveira, I think he really, really wants this. And we know Tony Ferguson does too. And I'm not saying Tony Ferguson is done after this.
Yeah.
I just think Oliveira taps him.
Got it. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting one. This one,
Yeah,
I
it
like
is.
this one. We're kind of split on this one.
And if I disappear,
actually,
I
we're
apologize,
not split.
everybody, because my battery is dying. So if I disappear, I apologize, but we're gonna get through this.
Okay.
All right, cool.
But,
Kevin Holland, huh?
Woo!
Who's
Versus
next?
the alligator versus the crocodile.
Ah.
Woo!
Hmm.
I got
I'm not-
Kevin Holland. I got Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous for my boy Holland.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. I actually liked the matchup against the Joker better, even though the Joker was younger, because I felt like what's his name, Jacare has a better chin than the Joker. Like you saw Chris Weidman pulled out the best boxing of his career and was lighting that dude up like a Christmas tree. He was lighting up what's his name, Jacare up. And Jacare took all of that for I think it was 4 rounds or maybe even 5 rounds and just walked through it and just knocked him out at some point. So I don't know. I just don't know if Holland is gonna be able to push that button and get the job done. But I'm pulling for him. I think it's like a 55-45 type of situation, in favor of Holland.
You got Holland winning.
Yeah, I got Holland winning. If he's gonna win, it's gonna be by just catching him with some random craziness that he throws.
So you got Holland by finish.
Yeah, by finish. With the hands.
With the hands. So he's not gonna play with his pinky toe, as you say?
Yeah, I mean, nah, he's a strange dude. He'll catch you with some random shit. When he was fighting Buckley, and he was throwing some crazy shit, and also what's his name, Stewart. Both of those fights, he threw a lot of random strikes. You know what I'm saying? So I think within that he'll do something that's fundamental, and then and you won't be ready for it because you'll see all the chaos beforehand, and then he'll catch you with that fundamental thing. So if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Okay. What about you, Jim? How you got it?
It's going in my mind. I see it going 2 ways. I see Jacare getting him down to the ground and finishing him in the first round. Quick finish, quick upset ticket, submission, and it's over. Or I see Holland getting the job done by TKO in round 3. But I mean, I want Holland to win, but something in my gut is telling me that Jacare is going to take him down and submit him quickly. And it's going to be people go what the hell happened to the fight?
I can see that. I mean, that's the fear with Jacare. That is the fear. You always got to be fearful of that. He's just like Steve said, he's built sort of, especially in his skull, is built like a tank. It's just something about the man looks like you can't hurt him. kind of like a Yoel Romero. He looks he's indestructible, Chris, how you got it?
All right. I think this one's going to be simple. Jacare is 100,000 years old. He's, well into his 40s. Kevin Holland's a young man. He's been looking great. He's been knocking a lot of dudes out. Honestly, I just see Jacare just going right to sleep. And then after that, once he's knocked out, he's going to start wrestling the ref when he's, in between dimensions in the shadow realm. He's going to grab the ref's leg, thinking that's Kevin Holland, and it's going to be a shameful defeat for him.
Jesus. Okay. That was graphic and detailed. I appreciate that. I got Holland by decision. I think he has a lot of respect for Jacare, and it's gonna hinder how fast he's gonna try to finish this fight. I think he's gonna try to tactfully finish Jacare. I got him by decision. He has a lot of respect for Jacare. And normally in that position, they don't really go for finishes like that.
Yeah.
So, what about the jiu-jitsu dream, Mackenzie
Oh,
Dern?
Dern. I'm gonna start with that one. I think that Dern, I have Dern winning the fight somehow, but Dern has to take her down or get her to the ground. That girl is no joke with striking. That girl is a freaking animal as far as her stand-up and her Muay Thai. But I think that because the gap of her, the other girl from Muay Thai to Jiu-Jitsu, I think that Dern is going to be able to somehow get her on the ground or take her back. Something's going to happen in the, a scramble or something where Dern's going to take her, submit her. Doesn't matter if it's a ankle lock. Doesn't matter if it's a rear naked choke, whatever. So Dern by submission.
What round?
I'm going to say first round submission.
Okay.
Okay, so
Quickie.
So I think Dern wins this one because I think she's just okay. First of all, I think she's gonna pay like a heavy toll before she's able to get that submission, like a heavy toll. Like she's gonna break something on her face before like the fight gets to the ground. Like if she was fighting like a Rebus or something, I would say okay, that's more even with the jiu-jitsu, I guess, but. I think when it finally gets to the ground, Dern is gonna submit her, and I would say second round.
Okay. So second round after a complete beating of her facial structure. Got it. Copy.
She still has to close. She still has to close that gap. Like it's a big gap to close still. Like all she has is an overhand, pretty much.
Okay. What you got, Chris?
So I think we saw Mackenzie Dern's last fight. Her stand-up might not be the best, but as soon as you hit the ground with Mackenzie Dern, you're getting submitted real quick. I got a first-round submission. Honestly, I don't see this other girl. I don't see her doing anything. Mackenzie Dern, I'm pretty sure she submitted or at least beat Gabby Garcia years ago in a jiu-jitsu match. That girl is built like a tank. That's the only female heavyweight on earth. If you can go toe-to-toe with Gabby Garcia at like 400 pounds, there is no way this other girl is standing.
She looks like the guy from beginning of Troy where Brad Pitt had to like do that finishing move on. It's a monster.
Yeah, it's Mackenzie Dern first round submission. I think she's gonna clown this girl on the ground.
Yeah, I don't really have much detail on this. I think Dern wins. I think Dern takes it. I have this weird feeling with Mackenzie that she's gonna be a champ one day. I got this weird feeling. There's something about her.
What's her division? Sorry to interrupt.
She's
the strawweight.
Strawweight, right?
No, she moved back down to strawweight, I believe.
No way. She has so much trouble making weight. There's no way she went back down to strawweight. I think she's a flyweight.
Let's check.
Yeah, we got to check that.
And I'm not
strawweight. She's strawweight.
She's going to be Shevchenko or nothing like that.
Strawweight.
She's strawweight for real?
Yeah.
I know how. I know what you're thinking. I don't know how either. We're all thinking it. I might as well say it.
Let's move on from this. I got Dern winning submission. Okay, cool. Before this conversation goes another direction.
That's a new podcast.
Oh man. All right. What about the up and coming monster that is Cyril Gane? And the always dangerous Junior Dos Santos.
Man, Junior JDS is in a tough position because he basically has to fight a murderous row to make that title run, and I feel like he's just gonna keep getting knocked down like each time. I think that guy is gonna win because, well, for one, he has some of that ferociousness that Ngannou has, and I think he's just has less wear and tear just in general.
Okay. So you think he wins by what, knockout?
So I think he wins. I think he wins by knockout in the first round.
Okay. Chris, what you got?
Yeah, I think Gagne is going to knock him the fuck out. I really like Junior Dos Santos. He seems like a nice guy, but, he's got knocked out a lot. He's getting old. Honestly, Gagne's undefeated. I think, and he's got a lot of power. I think he's going to knock out, Junior Dos Santos, not even to Bellator, but all the way to like bare knuckle FC. That's where I think he's going.
It's funny. Every time you say his name, I keep hearing you say Kanye, and I'm just like, wait, what? What's going on? Jem, you see it going a different way, or you see Gagne taking it down?
Honestly, I see Gagne winning the fight. Honestly, he has the tools to beat him by submission or striking. But I see him winning second round TKO.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree. Gagne has this like Tyson Fury feel to him for me. Like Tyson Fury is so enormous and he moves like a middleweight, you know? And it's the same thing with Gagne. Like he's just the way he's so fast and light on his feet, and he looks like he was built by the Greek gods, and he has the right hand of Francis Ngannou. So it's like, holy crap. This is a scary dude.
He trains with Ngannou too, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even scarier. Think about that.
Yeah, I felt so he's in that kind of fire like constantly. So
I wonder if that's gonna be like a DC King Velasquez kind of deal. Like, are they gonna not fight each other?
God.
You know, like DC literally lost like 100 pounds so he doesn't have to fight his best friend. That's crazy. And then started a rivalry with a guy that he did not want to start a rivalry with. Some crazy stuff. Who else we got? Is that the full main event we did?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't have the stats in front of me. I'm in a beautiful park right now.
Yeah, and that's the whole main event.
Did you guys
So
notice how like Chase Hooper, who was like being built up by the UFC, is like the only early prelim?
Yeah. Yeah.
He is the one and only fight that you have to pay for on the prelims.
That's because he lost his last fight, so now they banished him back to the super prelims.
Yeah.
But you have to subscribe to something that's more expensive than ESPN Plus to see him. That's so weird.
I don't know. I got my credit card out. I don't know about you. I'm sure the casual fan does too.
I mean, that's Ben Askren's son. You know, we got to watch.
Oh,
man, I found that so odd when Dana White was doing his "If you don't know now, you know," and he points at Chase Hooper. He's like, "This is the only fight on Fight Pass," and I'm like, that doesn't sound like like smart business. It sounds weird. You know, I feel like Fight Pass and ESPN Plus need to merge in a way. Like make an ESPN Plus Pro or some shit like that, you know, like, and just add it, like instead of $5, make it $10 a month or something like that, you know, and just add all that shit on, because this is getting weird, man.
Yeah.
The way it's like, these first few fights are on ESPN 2, then these fights are on ESPN Plus, and then this one. It's like, what are we doing here, bro? You got us flicking all over the place just to watch fights.
Man, I wish I could watch these fights with you guys tomorrow. I'm stuck in Medellin. Just, you know.
Speaking of that, you got a little something on your mustache. You take care of that real quick.
Oh yeah. Don't tell no one.
Oh man.
Yo, so how about we just talk about like we just covered. Okay, so John is gone. Like he said, what happened if the battery died. So what we'll do is
Wow.
So what we'll do is we'll cover like the standouts from from the prelims, like tomorrow.
Yeah.
And for now, like this will just be what we do for the predictions, and we'll do our reactions tomorrow also for the main event.
Yeah, I think so far this is the longest predictions that we've had so far.
Yeah,
like
for sure. But yeah, so till next time, tune in tomorrow for the reactions to all the mayhem going on tonight, and see you later.
Peace.
You guys.
All right. Peace out.